Health. Hoops are Hungary. Thank you. KMPSV, the Netherlands. KEFSA, Kenya. KNAPS, Republic of Korea. LPSA, Lebanon. YPSA, Malaysia. YPSA, Malaysia. Okay, thank you. NAPSA, Australia. NZAPSO, New Zealand. NZAPSO. Do we have NZAPSO in the room? Okay. PANS, Nigeria. PANS. Do we have PANS, Nigeria in the room? PSAT, Thailand. SHISSA for the Slovenia. TAPSA, Tanzania. TAPSA, Tanzania. Do we have a delegate from TAPSA in the room? TPAYC, Turkey. Thank you. TUPS, Estonia. Do we have a delegate from TUPS in the room? Okay, thank you. Summer, we have 23 full members present and voting. There's a technical on?
On the campus with the Netherlands, apparently the live stream is not on. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. We will look into that. Sama, can you check the live stream?
A live stream is on.
We have confirmation from KMPSV that it's not.
I didn't get any message, but
Okay, then. So we need a proposer and seconder to resume the standing orders proposed by IPSF Portugal, seconded by KNPSV, the Netherlands. We will be voting on this now. All against resuming the standing orders, please type Y in the chat box. I said all against. Okay. We'll have to vote. Okay, then. Any abstentions? No abstentions. Okay. Motion carried unanimously. Thank you, everyone. The next election on our agenda is the election of the chairperson of the European Regional Office. Yes. Can we have this parliamentarian system on the screen? Thank you, Kishan. Okay, then, so we will be playing the video, motivational video for the nominate. Technical, we do not hear the video. Can you change the audio output, Isaac?
Substantial learning experience. Everyone, my name is Isabella Stoita, and I will be applying for the position of chairperson of the IPSF European Regional Office. I have been involved with volunteering since my first year as a pharmacy student by taking part in various activities organized by my local association. My journey in IPSF actually started during my fourth year as a pharmacy student and continued up until my last. During this time, I managed to gain substantial learning experiences in working with an international team, managing the diversity of campaigns, and also organizing exciting events. I am passionate about building learning experiences for pharmacy students and graduates, empowering them to make changes both on the local and international level, as well as on providing them with the chance to collaborate and share ideas in order to bring knowledge closer to their communities. The core of my plan for this position is keeping up with the good practices that have already been implemented by other regional working group members, while also exploring some new ideas that can aid in the continuous development of our region. So based on the strategic plans of IPSF, I will give an overview of my goals that I plan to go through during this mandate. So for the first goal, I would like to stress the importance of maintaining strong communication and team balance during the mandate. And in this sense, I plan to arrange regular team meetings, handouts, and also promote the community working environment. As for ensuring financial sustainability, I am looking towards investing more time in the Erasmus Plus grant and other potential funding opportunities in our region. In addition to that, I will work in collaboration with the Regional Relations Officer to keep up with existing sponsors and approach some new partners. In regards to the following two goals, I would like to involve member organizations in our activities and also encourage them to organize some interesting events that would be tailored to their students' needs and goals. For increasing the visibility of the Federation, I will be working towards strengthening our relations with external partners such as WHO and other students' organizations such as EPSA or IFMSA by maintaining constant communication and actively participating in their events and initiatives. Ending off with the last goal, I plan to engage our region in policy and advocacy initiatives, both locally and internationally. Thank you for your attention, and I'm looking forward to hearing your questions.
Okay. So we do have Isabella with us present today. We will be opening the floor for discussion. Kindly use the Google form previously shared to submit your intervention. And the first question is from APF Portugal. Denise, the floor is yours.
Firstly, we would like to thank Isabella for her application. And we would like to ask, you mentioned that you want to engage MEOs in policy work by organizing at least one policy workshop, and we would like to see and understand what's your vision for this workshop in order to engage and teach MEOs about policy. Thank you.
Isabella?
Isabella, candidate for the position of IPSF, of chairperson of IPSF European Regional Office. Thank you, Denise, for your question. Indeed, I mentioned organizing at least one policy workshop during the mandate. By organizing this policy workshop, I would like to share more information, tips, and maybe invite some member organization to share their best practices in policy work, as was the case during this year. I think it was a great initiative to also engage member organization and to provide more insights and their knowledge in order to motivate other member organization to engage in local advocacy and policy making. So in this sense, this is my plan to assist MOs in policy work in this workshop. I was also thinking of introducing maybe a Q&A session in the policy where member organization could ask some of their questions and maybe share some of their challenges and applying to actually applying policy work at local level or their engagement in policy and advocacy. I hope this answers your question. Thank you.
Next, we have yes, IFL Portugal, Valeria, the floor is yours.
Valeria, IFL Portugal. First of all, thank you so much for your application. We would like to ask, how would you describe your availability for the position? Thank you.
Isabella?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for the question. Well, taking into account my time management and availability, currently I will be finalizing my internship during the next week, and I believe I will be able to focus on this position and properly engage in my handover to gain all the knowledge and important information from my predecessor and ultimately contribute to the development of the region. I will be realistic and mention that I will be looking towards starting a job, but taking into account my previous experience in IPSF, for example, during my mandate as RMPO, I was in my final year of university. I was studying for my license exams and also preparing my thesis, besides working as an intern. So I do believe this experience helped me gain more skills and how to properly manage my time and set boundaries and also manage all of my responsibilities. So in this sense, I am confident to say that I will be able to fully dedicate to this position and properly manage my deadlines and any other important tasks that may arise.
1 minute up.
Thank you, Isaac. Next question is ASAP Switzerland. Valentine, the floor is yours.
Valentine, ASAP Switzerland. First of all, thank you very much for your application. Our question is regarding the European Regional Symposium. How do you plan on overlooking that everything runs smoothly? Thank you.
Yes, Isabella.
Okay, now thank you for your question. So regarding the European Regional Symposium, I plan to work closely together with the chairperson of the European Regional Symposium. I would like to set up some regular monthly meetings to discuss the planning of the event, to basically keep track of the overall development of the symposium. And in these meetings, I envision to provide assistance and also guidance to the chairperson in case any questions or problems might arise during the preparations for the symposium, but also to share my feedback or input for any specific matter, such as the budget or even events planning and things like that. I hope this answers your question. Thank you.
Thank you. We have a direct from ASAP Switzerland. Valentine, the floor is yours.
Valentine, ASAP Switzerland, thank you very much for your answer. Our question, or another question we have regarding the work with the chairperson of the event is, when do you plan on setting up the deadlines for the progress reports that needs to be handed in? So would it be like more in the beginning of the mandate, you set the dates, or continuously new dates will be set for the progress report? Thank you.
Thank you
Yes.
for your question once again. I do believe it will be best to decide on this timeline at the start of the mandate. Probably better after me and also the chairperson of the symposium has finalized their handover process, so we can both have all the information that we need, and then we can plan accordingly to our own personal priorities and also the regional working group responsibilities during the mandate. I hope this is okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Next on the speakers list, we have Anna France. Marion, the floor is yours.
Thank Marion and France. Thank you for your application. According to you, what will be your biggest challenge for this mandate? Thank you.
Yes, Isabella.
Thank you for your question. It's a good question for me. I believe one of my biggest challenge during this mandate would be to get out of my own comfort zone and work on representing the European region. In this sense, I am referring more to like having presentations and participation in person events. For me, public speaking, I do have some public speaking skills, but it is one of my fears, so to say. So in this sense, a personal challenge would be to overcome this fear and work on bettering my public speaking skills, and also to be able to properly represent the regional office on external events. Thank you.
Next, we have IPSF Egypt. Mustafa, the floor is yours.
Hi, Mustafa, IPSF Egypt. Thank you so much, Isabella, for your nomination. Now our question would be regarding your plan for Goal 5 to increase the visibility of the Federation. How are you planning on, what are your tactics in collaboration with the other organizations such as IPSA or WHO or FIP?
Isabella?
Yes, thank you for your question. So regarding the visibility of the regional office, of course, it's important to further strengthen some of our existing relations, but I believe it is also important to build some new relations that would help us achieve our goals and also bring some new insights to the regional office. Regarding EPSA, of course, the collaboration is always beneficial for both parties involved. And I will stress the importance of clear communication and keeping in touch with our partners. Again, referring to EPSA, with the upcoming renewal of the MOU, I believe that we will continue to achieve this successful collaboration in the future. And with other organizations, I plan to again work on keeping up with the communication and implementing maybe some joint activities like the ones we organize with UFANET. Thank you.
Next, we have BPSA UK. The floor is yours, Daniel.
Daniel, BPSA UK and incoming IPSF Euro Secretary. Thank you very much for your application. Our question is, given that you've got experience being on RWG from 2 mandates ago, what have you learned from that time and what changes would you implement to how RWG runs during your mandate as Euro Chairperson? Thank you.
So thank you for your questions. Based on my experience, I do believe that having a strong team spirit and collaboration is important in utilizing all of the regional working group members' abilities and working together to reach the same goals. So for this, I would focus on ensuring there is good handover with previous regional working group members to set up regular team meetings as mentioned in my plan, but also to organize these informal handouts with the team. So in this sense, I plan to encourage open communication for team members to share their ideas, but also set some concise and measurable goals for the team. I hope this answers your question. Thank you.
Thank you. We have procedural motion to close the discussion by Afa Postria. Do you have a seconder? Seconded by KNPSV, the Netherlands. All against closing the floor for open discussion, please type a Y in the chat box. It is against. One. Okay, no one other against. So all in favor of closing the floor for discussion, please type a Y in the chat box. Okay, then. So now we move to closed discussion. We will be asking the nominee with Sam to join the recording pause.